I'm not drunk enough.
Oh, bro. Starting right now.
Listen, we've been doing this for a long time, and for the last 6 months or so, we've stayed fairly sober.
Yes.
Right? We have not been drinking.
2024 has been a pretty sober year for the Salty Nerd podcast.
Pretty dry year.
Yeah.
But this movie, dog. I cannot fucking talk about this movie sober. It's impossible.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to Johnny Walker.
Yeah,
and,
we're breaking out the green label for this one.
I'm getting shitty.
There needs to legitimately be a disclaimer on this episode. We're going to be really mean.
Yeah. Probably a little racist. Probably a little misogynist.
We're probably going to say some shit we're not supposed to say.
There's going to be some Durkas.
Durka. Muhammad Jihad.
Thrown out there.
If, make it okay.
I'm just letting you know ahead.
What I said with all due respect.
I said with all due respect.
You know,
you're a fucking piece of shit.
The term slap a hoe is going to be thrown around. Okay.
It's going to be a hell of a ride, people. Let's get into it.
We're talking about a Mike Tyson movie.
Funded by the Taliban. I think.
Okay.
Probably. So, yeah.
Welcome to the Salty Nerd Podcast, folks. We're back. This is like old school.
Who chose this?
I did. I'm so sorry.
Is this your fault?
Dude, I am so fucking sorry.
You owe me 2 hours.
I agree. You are 100% legitimately.
This movie was way too long.
I was like,
felt real long.
We were like, yeah, The Mountain and Mike Tyson. I didn't look into it at all. I didn't vet this movie like I normally do. And I was like, yeah, sure.
It was a bit of a group effort. I'm not going to let you take the entire blame.
Oh, God.
We had so much fun last week. We started looking up to see what other movies Mike Tyson was in.
Yeah.
I gave you the list. Kadish watched a little bit of the trailer, and then we just decided that we were doing it.
So this movie was the closest movie we could find to Mike Tyson having a lead role.
Yeah.
It wasn't just like him showing up in a cameo role. Like
Mike Tyson showed up for a weekend.
Yeah.
And probably got paid in cash under the table for being on camera for a few hours. It was just insanely bad.
But if you watch the trailer, even the synopsis on IMDb, it's all about Mike Tyson's character.
Right.
So like it looked like he was actually like
the star of the show,
the star of the movie. But
he's in it for like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
6, 7 minutes.
Spoiler, he wasn't.
All right, Jude.
Yes.
I know I can't wait for this. Go ahead, take it away.
2019, Pharaoh's War / Desert Strike / Hamlet Pheroun / Pharaoh's Expedition / Hoodwinked the movie.
Wow. Pick a title already.
Not rated. With a runtime of 1 hour, 50 minutes, 50, which is too long.
Too much. Way too much.
I could not find the budget, but this had a box office bring home of $900,000.
I think the budget was around $10 million.
Hold on a second.
Sounds about right.
Who the fuck went to the theaters to see this movie?
I don't know, man.
So that it made $900,000?
That's insane.
So oftentimes what they'll do with these foreign films is they will release them in a limited theatrical run just so they can up the value of selling them to digital and DVD and streaming.
And then they rename it and they re-release it.
Yeah, this thing had different names in different territories. It was funny because like when Jude and I first started watching it on Tubi.
Or Freevee.
No, it was Tubi at first, but the only version Tubi had was the French language version.
Oh, parlez-vous?
Yeah. Yeah, so like Mike Tyson starts going like, voulez-vous moucher avec moi? He and Jude are like, wait, what's going on here?
Like,
I want to watch that version. That would have been more entertaining.
Hey guys, voulez-vous?
Bonjour, everybody. Another disclaimer I gotta put out there. I love Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
The dude's a fucking legend.
He must have had some gambling debts or something.
But goddamn, dude.
And this was Fat Mike Tyson too.
Oh, yeah,
it's
that-
2019 Fat Mike Tyson.
Yeah, he probably.
And stroke face Thor Bjornsson.
Yeah, only half his face.
What's going on? I swear to God, he had a stroke.
Can I get through the synopsis?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, continue,
Okay.
Yeah.
please.
Mike Tyson just wanted to help a bunch of refugees escape bombs when notorious bad guy Frank showed up.
Frank the Tank.
He kidnaps Mike Tyson, one hot chick, and all the kids, and no one else. And the rest of the movie is the story of a man and his ragtag team that he lied to trying to rescue $10 million.
It's also a little bit of Seven Samurai. Did you notice that?
Well,
He gets this ragtag group together, and then he goes to some village and like teaches them to fight.
I was getting a little Expendables vibe.
Yeah.
Arab Expendables.
It was also like even though it was inspired by the Seven Samurai, it felt more like the Dirty Dozen.
Yeah.
Sure.
Samurai.
Yeah.
With the Argentinian.
But it's funny because like the opening scene of this movie, right? It's Mike Tyson leading refugees out of some civil war. Yeah.
Don't worry, you guys. The bombs can't get us over here.
Yeah. But so like it feels like, you know, like we're introducing Mike Tyson's character, and then Halfthor shows up, the mountain, and he does this big, like, supposedly intimidating speech, and he's like, and my name is Frank.
He looks like a freaking Mad Max villain.
I want that vest with the skull on the back.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Did you notice the whole gang has his merch?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all rocking with the skull with the knife on the top.
Yeah. But the coolest thing about this opening scene is that so Mike Tyson's character and Halfthor's character are basically yelling at each other, you know, across the way. But it's very obvious that they were not on set the same day. Like they shot Tyson's stuff like at a completely different day. You know,
there's only enough room in the budget for one tough guy per day.
Yeah, like Vader wasn't wrong because like Tyson did this with the Steven Seagal movie that he was in, the movie that China financed. And basically like him and Steven Seagal were never on set at the same time.
Wow.
And so in their fight scenes, like, you know, like they had to use doubles when they were doing that. And here it was very obvious that Tyson was there for like maybe like 2 or 3 days.
At the most.
And so like they just had to like shoot all of his stuff like independently from when they had Halfthor, and Halfthor's stuff was just like a mess.
He'd be like, all right, guys, I'll come to your movie, but you got to pay me under the table in cash. And I need a lot of weed. You're going to have to give me a lot of weed.
Yeah.
I'm going to smoke a lot of weed and I need cash. And then I'll do it, okay?
But what this movie is really about is this totally other guy with his totally other gang.
A whole
trying
different
to
thing.
rescue one of the kids that Halfthor kidnaps.
Okay.
But he lies to his whole team and tells them, we're going to go get $10 million. And then halfway through, he's like, my son is there. You guys, there's also $10 million. There's no $10 million.
Frank kidnapped his son to make him part of his child army.
Right.
Yes.
And so the main character, the actual main character, Abdullah, or whatever the fuck his name is.
That's the kid. I think the main character.
Everybody's name is Abdullah.
It's Pharaoh.
Yeah.
He wants to get his son back after he goes and finds out his son's been kidnapped. His wife tells him. He goes and finds his wife.
Can we talk about this scene?
We're doing it right now. He goes into the apartment and his ex-wife is there, who had the son with him. But he is divorced from her best friend, whom she slept with and had a kid while they were married. It's really bad. It's like if this was, she's going to hell. Okay? Yeah. She's going to hell. And she goes, I'm sorry, our son was taken by Frank, and he just goes, what? Just bitch slaps the fuck out of her.
And then she goes,
I'm sorry.
You're right.
I deserve that.
Like, my God.
I still love you.
Everyone
fucking loves this man. Everyone's like, yeah, man, I'll walk through the
fire. Pharaoh is the man.
Oh,
this dude is
you fucked my best friend and left me and divorced me.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I still love you.
Slap me again.
Just slap. They could do a drinking game out of this game.
How many times you slap a bitch?
About how many times a chick gets beat up, slapped, or killed.
So basically, Pharaoh, he's like this criminal / badass / fighter, and the woman that he had the child with didn't want the child to grow up to be like him, and so like she ran off with him, and got involved in like this weird refugee crisis where the son gets kidnapped. But Pharaoh actually cares about his son, and so he was pissed off that she like absconded with him. And then he finds out when she lost him, that was just a bridge too far, and so he just starts like literally abusing her.
Yeah. You know, if his son had been his daughter, there would be no movie.
That's real.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Just a daughter. No big deal.
Well, that's fine. We'll make another one.
We'll make it. It's okay.
Can I sell her for a cow?
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, this movie is it's got some cultural differences to say the least.
Oh my god. I got.
And not enough Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Not enough. I was okay. I'm legitimately mad at this movie. This is like going in saying, "Oh yeah, man, Mike Tyson and Halfthor Bjornsson."
We
Give me
were like,
that.
how can this go wrong?
This is amazing.
Well, let me tell you.
Yeah, no, they hoodwink the shit out of you.
Yeah.
They market it. They do the trailers, all this stuff.
And Jean-Claude Van Damme was originally supposed to be playing a role in this movie.
Well, I'm glad he had
the
the
back
Yeah.
out.
Was he going to be the Argentinian?
Or it might have been the Belgium. So this was an Egyptian financed movie. So like it was shot in Egypt. It was financed by Egyptian dollars.
Sure.
It has Egyptian actors in it.
I honestly
it
thought
was originally done in the Egyptian language.
I honestly thought this movie was filmed in Michigan.
I thought that this might have been some kind of a terrorist recruitment movie
Something.
because
Yeah.
there is some shit that happens in this
Oh, my
movie, and
God.
I'm like, are you blowing yourself up? Like, okay, for real, they break the fourth wall.
That's a hero story.
And this dude, he was like, "Oh, there's a crazy guy."
Hatata.
Remember the one that
Hatata.
when they were all in the village,
Otherwise
and
known as birthmark.
yeah, and they're giving the hoorah speech about like, "We're gonna teach you to fight back against Frank," and yada. And then there's this guy who's just like, "Yeah, let's do it."
Oh, yeah,
and I'm like,
That's a different guy.
"Oh my god,
Oh yeah.
what the fuck is happening right now?" Do you remember that?
The whole time I was like, what is this man doing behind her?
Oh no.
So you guys got to set the stage here.
Oh, God.
At a certain point, they're at a village where a full-blown mentally handicapped
person
is in the shot, and Jude actually confused him with Hatata.
I did.
but it's literally
I was like, why is Hatata acting like that?
it's literally an actor with like the hand up here and
Yeah,
like,
no, he's mentally handicapped. Like he's jacked. The dude, and I don't know if it's real or if he's acting. But it's in the movie, Jude.
Yeah,
but
you
you
got
can't
it.
do it.
I can't.
I
just did.
What's in the movie?
He can do it. I can do it.
but this character played zero role in this entire movie.
Yeah.
Just in
He was
it,
just there.
Confused.
and it was so like jarring. And I'm like, why? Is that necessary? And then later on, completely different character. He's like injured, but he's got this roll of dynamite. And like the initial plan, and he's gonna go in there and he's gonna set the fuse and then run away, but he gets injured, so he can't run. So he breaks the fourth wall, looks directly into the camera, says something in Arabic that I don't know, but the subtitles were basically like "God is good."
Yeah. It was basically.
I wonder what. Yeah. Allah Akbar. Sets the dynamite and blows himself up.
And I bear witness that Muhammad is his messenger.
It also blows up like all like the bad guys.
All the bad guys on the bus, and I'm like, oh god, this is.
Oh, that was the demolitions expert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Birthmark.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
mean,
It's the same moral of the story as Godzilla -1.
So anyway, the Abdul, what's the main character's name?
Pharaoh.
Farouk or whatever.
Yeah, it's Pharaoh.
He
Pharaoh.
the 90 minutes middle of this movie is him going along and recruiting his team.
Yeah.
And they have, his ex-wife who's
Trinity.
who's
Egyptian Trinity.
Yeah, Egyptian Trinity with the long black
The
coat.
trench coat.
And they have a demolitions guy.
Yeah.
And they have a what is that when you run
Like
around
a
like a
tank?
monkey shit?
Oh,
Parkour guy. They have a
Crossbow guy.
They have a tank guy.
tank guy.
They all have their little roles.
So they have the crossbow expert, aka sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Then they have the parkour guy, who's weed guy, is how we refer to
Weed
him.
guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Weed
Because he
guy.
was constantly stealing joints and then like parkouring away. And then we have Birthmark, aka Hatata.
He has a birthmark on his private
on
parts.
his
And everybody knows about it.
and he's the explosives expert.
Yeah.
And then you have the Argentinian who's like fat old boxing guy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But he's the coolest one of the group.
He was.
He's my favorite character of the whole movie.
I mean, they got tied up and like they had bags over their heads. I don't remember how they got captured, but Frank captured them. And this guy is like, "We're gonna get out of here, man!" And then he just starts yelling, just like, and I'm like, "What? What is happening right now?"
First, he tried to untie Pharaoh's
With his teeth?
bonds with his teeth, and it looked like he was doing something completely
Oh
different.
no, yeah, he's on the ground rolling around, and I'm like, Jesus, this movie's so fucking weird, man. I'm so
You see
mad,
how aggressively Dutch just grabbed the whiskey bottle?
dude.
I can't talk about this.
I
movie
get it. I
without
get
drinking.
it. I don't even blame
can't.
you, man. I'm ashamed that we chose this movie because, God damn it, now I
Honestly,
have to talk about
listen, it's for what for the kind of movies that we're trying to like rebrand with. This is right there.
Yeah,
This is right there.
It's true.
It is so fucking bad.
It's
It
so
is
bad,
just-
but it's not like a redeeming bad. This is like an uncomfortable bad. This is like,
it's like
It's hard
it's
to
like
watch.
yeah,
every time a woman got beat up, I felt uncomfortable.
like at least
It's like, oh my God, he just like slapped her for no reason.
no reason, just because
Just-
women are second-class citizens.
Yeah.
Fuck you. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't like you. I don't like any of these people in
It's
this
like,
movie.
I
Our
was-
hero.
Listen, exactly.
He's a pile of
This
shit.
is the hero of the movie.
Yeah.
Just
Slapping bitches.
slapping chicks for no
He
reason.
started off by telling us that his wife had to run away with their child because he's such a bad dude.
And he's unfaithful to his wives. His wives. I said wives.
Fine.
He's unfaithful
I'll
to his
allow
wife
it.
at the time. You know.
Also, so like Egyptian Trinity keeps trying to like join the club.
Yeah,
and, like,
no,
help
no.
out, and all the men are like, no,
No, you,
right,
you
yeah.
need to fuck
I-
off.
I don't think Mike Tyson or Halfthor knew what this movie was about.
not at all.
I think they were like, yeah, Mike Tyson's going to be an American mercenary and you're going to be an Icelandic mercenary and you're going to try and kidnap somebody and he's going to have to rescue him.
They have Mike Tyson reading a book at one point.
I mean,
No,
they-
he was reading the Quran,
Oh,
and he
God.
was converting to Islam as he was a prisoner.
Are you fucking for real?
No,
Yeah.
that's exactly what it was.
I did not keep
At the
up on that.
end, when he's
He's
saying
like,
goodbye,
I really
the
think I could-
subtitles say like "God bless you" or something like that. But what he's actually saying is in their language.
Yeah. He's all, I really think I could stay here because I really like you people. I could stay here and like fight for you guys if you know, it's just like, oh man.
No, like if you look at the scenes where basically like he's chained up in this like bunker somewhere in the Frank compound or Frankistan as they call it.
Frankistan.
Yeah,
Frankistan.
literally that's what they called Frank's headquarters was
It's like, what am I the king of?
Frankistan.
and Mike Tyson, the only thing he has is his Quran, and so like he's reading his Quran and he's praying in Arabic and he's like doing all this stuff
God.
as he's a prisoner.
What's that syndrome of when you get kidnapped but you fall in love with your kidnapper?
Is that Nightingale?
No.
Florence Nightingale?
No.
Or is that?
But
There's
it's that.
There's
I'll-
a name for
I'll
it. I know what you're talking
I'll
about.
remember it in
Stockholm
30
syndrome.
seconds.
Stockholm syndrome.
That's it.
Thank you. Yes. What's the Nightingale one? Is when the nurse falls in love with the patient, right?
That's it.
Oh.
Yeah, Harley Quinn shit.
Yeah, that's a Harley Quinn shit.
Yeah.
No, I completely regret watching this movie. I actually feel I'm actually a little happy that I didn't rent it because I don't want to monetarily support this movie. It would make me feel uncomfortable to do that. Don't go watch this movie.
Freebie.
I mean,
if you do watch the French version.
like even then you're getting ad revenue maybe. I don't know,
I
dude.
don't
This is a hard pass. Go watch Ip Man 4 with Mike
Dude, that-
Tyson.
the
That's
last-
a better Mike Tyson movie.
Watch Kickboxer 7.
Or that one.
The last 40-minute action sequence was great. It
No, it wasn't.
was fantastic.
Awful.
Oh, at that point, I wanted to kill myself. I was so over
Dude, this movie
it.
is so long.
so long.
So look, the movie is set up like this. There's the first 5 minutes where we get
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson in the mountain.
Uh-huh.
Then there's an hour of team building.
Yep.
And then there's a 30-minute long action sequence at the end where they all fight each other and everybody dies.
And the,
Literally everybody dies, but the main character and his son.
But before we get to that, though,
his son kills somebody too.
Yeah, that's right.
yeah,
We're proud of
but before we get to that, so there's this.
Please tell us.
Don't,
Durka.
don't
Hey.
hold back.
Durka, durka. Durka, durka, durka.
Bak, Dirk Allah.
Durka. Can I get scenes from Team America and just twice? I don't even want to get.
Absolutely.
I'm not even
Just-
going to get scenes.
Just put him in the review without any context.
So
With the fucking hair on the puppet's face after he's in the fucking sex scene.
Yes.
And yes.
Dirka, Muhammad Jihad. Haka Sherpa Sherpa, Bakala.
It's going to be fantastic.
So-
We're going to get so canceled. It's going to be unbelievable.
So there's a scene where Pharaoh and what remains of his team, because half of his team deserts him when they find out he was lying, gets captured by Frank. Okay,
Frank.
and they're taken to Frankistan and tied up in a
Frankenstein.
room. Okay, And at this point, Frank or Pharaoh believes that his son is like dead or something like that. So he's all despondent. They killed Egyptian George Clooney. so like
which one is George Clooney?
Egyptian George Clooney.
Which one is he?
He was that warlord whose entire army they wiped
with the
out
beard.
in order to record him.
He had a really good beard.
Yeah, he had great, like,
Gray-
nice, like almost white gray hair.
It was like a gray Arab Viking beard. It was
man,
really good.
But
Best character in the movie.
But here's the thing though. Okay, like they're all trapped in Frankenstein, and there's no way for them to like get free until some random dude who I'm convinced is played by the guy who played the retard starts coming in.
Say that.
He comes in out of nowhere and he's like, "Hey, I'm an undercover Assad agent. You guys are going to help us take down Frank."
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I've been watching you guys this like whole time. I let you guys all get killed.
Yeah, this is like 2 hours into the movie. So when this guy shows up.
Yeah, that's right.
And he basically frees them all. And he's like, okay, I got Assad's army coming here to fight the bad guys. I need your guys' help to take out Frank. And so like this random, we called him Deus Ex Machina dude. Like he just shows up out of nowhere. He frees these guys, and then like he recruits them to.
Okay, yeah.
It's like my eye, listen,
it's kicking in. I remember now.
I was gonna say, my eyes are officially glazed. I'm officially glazed over. I remember this guy, I was like, who the fuck
shows up
is
out
this
of nowhere?
Guy? Some fucking Egyptian CIA agent. Comes in, oh yeah, we've been watching you guys this whole time, and we're gonna take this guy down. We've been watching him for a year and a half.
It's like the Egyptian
it's like, okay,
and that's why like the final fight scene goes on for so long, is because the Assad army basically shows up to fight the Frank army, and that's like the whole like end scene is like this giant battle between these two factions.
Oh my God.
And then Mike Tyson gets out of his chains.
Yeah.
And he starts to make his way out of the compound. And then he comes face to face with Pharaoh. And then they both decide that they're on the same team. Meanwhile, Pharaoh's son is being brainwashed by Frank until he's not.
They literally have a scene in this movie.
That's about 6 hours in.
And in that scene, when Mike Tyson is fighting his way out of chains, they have a scene, okay, where he's fighting a guy. And they literally close up in. Can you close up that camera? Where he goes in and he goes, it's like the video game where he goes, dun, 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 dun. Remember that?
It's the Nintendo Mike Tyson game.
It's the Nintendo Mike Tyson game.
Oh my God!
Yes. And he fucks that dude up. And he's just like, and it's like 30 seconds long. And it's like,
but then when they pull back and show the guy, he's just got, like,
he's got a bloody nose. And it's like, oh shit. They just like Mike Tyson Nintendo'd his ass. It was hilarious. Like, best scene in the movie.
Well, also
best scene in the movie.
There's a scene where they get this ginormous bodybuilder guy to like fight Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
And him and the Argentinian have to team up to fight this guy.
I'm pretty sure that's one of Thor's fucking workout partners from his Icelandic.
Probably.
But Mike Tyson and the Argentinian don't defeat him. He ends up getting shot by the sniper dude.
Right. So that whole scene was for nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody dies.
You want to hear what's really for nothing though is how Frank dies.
Oh my God.
So like
before you tell us, I feel like Thor just said, "Fuck you, I'm out of this movie."
Is Arnold now?
It's like, I can't do a Norwegian. Can you say Norseman?
Norseman.
Try speaking out of half your face.
Did he have a stroke? Did he seriously?
He's got
half a face.
No.
During the whole movie, I talk like this. I can't talk like this.
Dude, he always talks like that. He's got the Sylvester Stallone thing. Whatever
but he literally has got half a face.
His lip doesn't move on this side.
This side moves, and this side doesn't.
Side of his mouth. He's always done that.
Has he always done that?
Yes. Yeah.
Even in Game of Thrones?
Well, he has one line in Game of Thrones. He's like, "Who am I fighting?"
Say her name. Say her name.
Look, man, there's a reason why he never speaks in most of his movies.
Look, he's an impressive specimen. Okay?
He is. He's a fucking Viking berserker.
He's a massive, massive man.
I love the dude for just being alive. It's amazing.
He's incredible.
Here's the thing about the character of Frank, though, right? So at the beginning of the movie, he sets up this thing that he calls the game, where he takes like someone who's related to each other, like a daughter and a father,
right?
Yeah. And he throws down his shin knife.
Yep.
And basically says like, okay, you have to kill. One of you has to kill the other, and if you don't, I kill both of you.
Sure.
And so
Classic villain stuff.
Yeah,
It's his favorite game.
yeah, at the beginning of the movie, he makes a daughter kill her father doing this game, right? And then he kidnaps her and uses her as a sex slave.
But by the way, is that even a choice? Like, I'm so glad
I would do the same thing.
the dad.
I was like, would he have made the dad a sex slave if the dad had won?
Whoa.
No, he would have just killed him.
Yeah.
You're a piece of shit for killing your daughter.
but here's the thing. So like as he's training Pharaoh's son to be part of his like child army, Pharaoh's son is like a really good shot and like he's like got potential like his dad does. And so Frank kind of notices this and takes him under his wing. But then when his dad starts storming the compound, the kid turns on Frank's gang. And Frank gets pissed off and he's like, I'm going to make you kill your father. We're going to play a game once I like, get him down. So like after Frank kills weed parkour guy and Egyptian Trinity,
parkour stoner.
Yeah. He gets in a confrontation with Pharaoh, and he then gets in the smallest clown car you've ever seen.
Oh my
it's
God.
like a freaking smart car, dude.
I literally commented while watching this movie. I'm like, there's no way Thor's getting in that movie.
No.
He can't fit in the door, much less drive that thing. Yeah. I'm a big dude.
They had to build the car around him.
I cannot get in Jude's little clown car and drive. I can't.
Alex can barely.
And Thor is 3 feet taller than I am. But it's ridiculous.
Not only that, so in the previous scene, some of his like minions had told him that they put all the gold and cash in the white car, which was the clown car. So not only could
there was the gold.
There was also all of his treasure in that car. So like he's speeding away.
Probably a brick of C4.
I'm looking at Alex over here. He's just like going,
dude, this is
I can't handle this.
Let me finish setting up for the audience. So as Frank's speeding away in this tiny clown car, Pharaoh gets in this big SUV and starts like chasing him down.
It's not a big SUV; it's a Jeep Cherokee.
Well, it was bigger than the clown car.
But that's a big car in the Egypt.
But here's the thing. So instead of having the climactic showdown with the good guy and the bad guy, and instead of having the son and the father have to fight each other like Frank promised that he was going to do, Pharaoh just runs Frank off the road and his car explodes and he's dead.
Yeah,
that's it. That's the end of the mountain.
Like, if you are still watching this,
I was
good
like,
for you.
God bless you.
Wow, that was very anticlimactic.
It was.
It really was.
Okay, listen.
He died in a fiery car crash.
Quick side note here. When that happened, I turned the movie off.
I'm trying to drink.
I said, nope. I don't even give a shit what happens after this. I'm done. Fuck this movie. And I went and played Helldivers 2.
There you go,
and that
bro.
was it, man. I was like, nah, no.
Oh,
I was so mad.
We still have another podcast to do. And
we do?
I'm wasted.
We have another podcast?
We have to redo our thing.
Oh, fuck. Oh, that's going to be so fun. Okay. Yeah, no,
we also missed one of the greatest mourning of death scenes.
Oh Jesus!
Ever.
With the rocks?
No,
and the dirt?
No. so at a certain point, the Argentinian who is Pharaoh's best friend, apparently, so he gets shot in the back, and Pharaoh, holds him in his arms as he dies, and he has that whole like screaming up like Khan moment, type thing. But it goes on really long, like for a really long time.
The Argentinian is the best character in this movie. He absolutely is.
I think the retarded guy was
the retarded guy.
Yeah,
the retard.
Earmuffs, Jude. Earmuffs.
I love it when she like
earmuffs. Look, they put it in the movie. We didn't put it in the movie, Jude.
You know what the funniest scene in this movie is? So like, there's a scene where the weed guy, Tatata, and
retarded guy,
and no. And the sharpshooter are all sitting around the campfire in the.
Are they talking about how they slap a hoe once in a while?
Something like that,
just for fun.
Something like that.
Slap a bitch.
I want to know how much you hate this movie because you look so uncomfortable. Just talking about it.
But guys, so like in the scene where they're sitting around the campfire, at the end of the scene, they all kind of like get up and walk away, and just randomly in the background, there's that guy. He's just like walking around.
Oh my god!
Like
why?
For no reason. Like he was just in the background.
Legitimately, is he the CIA agent that comes with the rest?
I don't know. Maybe
I think he is.
I thought that they just reused the same actor.
No, I think I think that's his cover.
Listen, all I know,
I think his cover is mentally handicapped guy, but in reality, he's a freaking Egyptian CIA asset.
I just want to let the CIA know. If you need a retard to do some undercover work, I'm your guy. I'm your guy.
I want to go home.
I'm done. I'm done with this movie.
I can totally
I'm over it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. This is a 1-star crap fest beyond belief.
Sure.
I don't even think it deserves 1 star. If I could negatively rate this movie, I would. It supports terrorism. It supports suicide. It also supports child army killing.
And spousal abuse. And women abusing. Yeah.
I fucking hate this movie. I don't like it. It's stupid.
Why did
it's
Tyson
dumb.
and Thor put their names on this
I
thing?
swear to God, they were not told
They
what
made
this movie
50.
was actually about.
They probably made like 50 grand a piece under the table.
Sure. Like, hey, man, we'll
Had
give
to
you
be.
50 grand cash. You come in here for 8 hours.
Cheers.
Cheers. We'll give you 8 hours of pay.
50 grand.
No, I don't know, man.
I don't know. It only made 900,000. You gotta pay back their studio, right?
You mean the terrorist
The
organization?
terrorist, the Taliban. Durka.
Durka Durka.
Remember when Rambo liked the Taliban? They're like, this movie is brought to you by the strong independent men of the Taliban.
Those valiant warriors of peace and justice.
Negatively rated movie, the first time ever for me personally. I watched it. I don't watch it. I'm actually telling you, we've done it. Please don't.
I mean, come on, give it a half star for the
No.
for the Argentinian.
No.
Hey, come on.
There's
He was
no,
cool.
There's no
He
redeeming
was a cool
qualities.
dude. The Argentinian was cool.
I'm over it, man.
I love how they keep calling him the Argentinian. Shut up, Argentinian.
You don't fuck with Argentina.
You don't fuck with that guy.
I'm telling you.
Is he really from Argentina, or is he like
I
just
think
some
that was his
Arab?
name.
Oh, what's his name?
First
His name is
name,
Argentinian.
Yeah, first name, the last name.
Anyway,
The
that's my
Argentinian.
rating. I have a negative rating for this movie. It's
Okay.
like, it's beyond redeemable. I wish it didn't exist.
What about Stoner Guy?
No, man.
No,
No, nothing.
But that sends you to hell.
I don't like
You know,
any
like
of this.
the demolitions expert, Gap Tooth dude. That guy, you know, that blew himself on the bus. He
You mean
was
the suicide
he
bomber?
was yeah, he was devout. It's like, hey man, you want a hit of this joint? No man, that sends you to hell.
Allah Akbar.
It's like, okay, Allah Akbar. No
Dude,
good.
I like, look, no,
God, we're gonna get so canceled.
I don't want to. You know what? Fuck it. No, this movie sucks. I can't believe that Mike Tyson and Halfthor Bjornsson were in this movie.
It's really bad.
Bjornsson. Sorry, Bjornsson.
Drunk.
Yeah.
I'm
Please
fucking-
rate it negatively.
I'm wasted right
What would you give? Are you going to rate this movie?
now. 0 stars.
Thank you, Jew.
Yeah, I think it's like a -2 or 3 for me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Kadish?
Negative 1,000.
Thank you. Okay.
No.
Is
This
this the
movie,
week?
this movie was hard to watch, not because of any of the stuff that you guys have a problem with, but because number one, it was boring.
Mhm. Yeah, that too.
Number two, like the action was ridiculous.
Yes.
It went on way too long.
Oh my God.
It's just a bad movie all around.
How long?
I've-
How long is that last action sequence where they have the big fight?
35 minutes.
It's at least 30 minutes,
At
right?
About 3.5 days. I've been trying to scroll through to see if it's like one actor that plays the both roles, and none of them even have pictures on their
Because-
IMDb.
Because on the FBI most wanted list.
Yeah. They're all on the terrorist watch list. They're all a bunch of fucking Alu Akbar.
I cannot
motherfuckers.
believe that this fucking movie exists, man. I don't ever want to talk about it again. I
I'm
apologize to
so
our audience.
upset at us.
I will do better at vetting these movies in the future.
I know,
This was
is great.
supposed to be a
This is-
4th of July movie.
This is fantastic.
We were gonna have so much fun watching another Mike Tyson movie.
Mike Tyson.
He's in the first 5 minutes.
I gotta say,
He's reading his Quran for about 30 seconds halfway through, and then he makes another appearance for about 5 minutes. at the
all
end.
I want to say is I want to ask literally. I want to ask Halfthor, and I want to ask Mike directly to your faces.
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
I don't think they knew what this
What
movie
were
was.
you guys doing being in this movie?
I feel like your tone is all wrong to approach either one of them.
I
No shit, huh?
I will tag them.
You're going to get your head knocked
I
off.
will
Yeah.
tag them in this review. I tagged them in
gonna get
last
the,
week's review.
The-
I will tag them. It's like, what are you guys doing? Why, in God's name, and why in fucking why
You crying?
would you be in this fucking movie?
No,
I
he's
don't.
so drunk,
understand.
he's weeping.
My eyes are glassy.
Yeah. Well, you
It's
had
just-
4 bottles of freaking Scott. Or
dude, that
glasses.
thing was like almost full when we started.
Yeah.
It was just
Well, this is
I
the movie to
can't.
get drunk on.
I don't understand why you guys would attach yourselves to something like this.
It's disturbing.
I don't get it. It
Why
makes
me?
me disrespect you a little bit. And I love both those guys.
I love both of
I
them.
love Halfthor.
They
I
don't
love
care.
Mike.
They don't
You
give a
know-
shit what you think.
They don't, and that's fine, and I get it.
He's like, I paid for my summer house with this freaking movie.
But you know, it's kind of disappointing that they would be in something like this. It's terrible. It's a terrible movie. No stars.
Yeah.
0. I can't even.
Okay. I'm
You
gonna
know,
finish this. Did you finish yours?
I'm done.
Okay, I'm gonna finish mine. Sorry.
Yeah.
Don't watch this movie. It's terrible.
Don't
Watch the
watch this
podcast. It's fine. If you're offended by this podcast, unsubscribe because it's not going to get any better.
No.
It was funny because Jude was like, "When's the song and dance number come up?" And I'm like,
Oh, God.
those are
Oh,
Indian
and,
movies."
and India, a Bollywood dance number would have been better.
Bollywood movies are dope.
Yeah, doing that kind of shit. Yeah, man. Fuck
Dude,
yeah.
remember the freaking dance number from
Hell yeah,
RRR?
it's great.
Movie's fucking awesome.
RRR was fantastic.
Agreed.
How about the part in the movie
Oh,
where
God.
he forgot to do the dubbing?
Remember all?
Oh my god, there was
Yes.
that. Yes.
Yeah.
So
So
the dubbing
okay,
was terrible.
Jude, tell the story because you sent a video to
I
our
took a
text
video
message.
of it on my phone while we were watching it, and I
Uh-huh.
was like, "Wait, what the fuck just happened? Rewind that." And the actor is like talking, and then all of a sudden it just goes,
There's no.
and there's just like subtitles at the bottom. They forgot to add in the dubbing for
Yeah.
that
Dude.
part of the movie.
You're a voice actress. Have you done movies like this?
Yeah. Well, I haven't done this movie. I didn't do this movie.
Would you do this movie? Would you redo
Yeah.
this movie?
I've done so many shitty movies. Yeah.
I can't. You got to send me some links. I got to see some
Okay.
of this shit. Okay.
They're
All
all
right.
up on
And
Tubi.
In one movie, I played the main character who was a virgin and also one of the hookers in the movie.
Nice.
Well, Jude does really good high-end
High-end stuff.
smut stuff. You know, smut stuff.
Smut.
Sure.
Nice.
I do book
Oh,
porn.
Yeah, book porn.
Before
I love book porn. It's great. Good for
before
you.
we end.
I'm so happy you're making money doing that.
before we, I do have to
Sex work
say,
is work.
I do have to say one thing.
Please.
I might give it a half an extra
No,
star.
you do. No, please don't.
Okay, quarter
Stop.
star.
Stop.
Quarter star.
Stop. It's
I
a
really,
Negative.
I really liked the eye makeup on the chicks that got slapped around a lot.
You mean the one with too much Botox?
They were. I mean, if you just like focus in on their eyes, if you eat an edible, okay, and you focus in on the eye.
I just want to fade to
these
black
chicks.
as we're talking and just end the podcast there. There's no end. We just keep talking about it forever and ever and ever.
Their eyes are really kind of hot. They got like this porn star
She's got those
eyeballs.
eyelashes
Look,
that
man.
are like this.
Look, there are some beautiful people all
But-
over this planet.
But it's like the guys in the chat said.
Whoa.
It's like they put a lot of eye makeup on to cover the bruises up from the slaps that they got while they were
I hate
what?
so much.
while they were getting smacked around on the face. Durka
Durka Durka. Muhammad Jihad.
Muhammad Jihad. Okay, I'm done.
Salama.
Salam Effendi. Stay salty.
Unacceptable.
I don't know if I can put this on the
This is a paywall.
We might have to put this behind the paywall.
Members only.
A lot of cover up from the bruises.
Raccoon eyes.
Don't touch me. No.
Best episode ever. Best episode ever. That is classic. That's how fucking you're crying. You're fucking got tears on your eyes.
I haven't had this much fun in years.
Ooh. Oh my God. Durka.
Durka Durka. Muhammad Jihad. Haka Sherpa Sherpa. A bacalao.
Argentinian. My favorite dude ever.
He just fucking lights himself and blows it up. And he looks directly at you when he does it. It's so uncomfortable. And there's a kid with an AK and they shoot somebody and they're like, oh, look at this child killer. It's amazing.
Oh my God, the 12-year-old killed the man. Very good.
Very good. Allah is happy. Fuck. Stop it, goddammit. You people are psychotic.
I need more booze. Give me that fucking
No.
bottle.
Take a break. Take a break.
Oh, good shit.
Rein it in.
Mm.